3097 seconds.
Dude, you were the worst engineer ever.
Yeah.
3097 seconds. Welcome back.
We're back.
Oh, is this going to be the
This is
continuation?
how it is.
No, it's not. Bays Boys podcast. Joe Skelly at the helm today, apparently.
Yes.
And
leading the way.
Yeah, and Tyler,
Tell me a story, Joe.
Tyler,
Skelly.
I don't know. You're like fucking Mr. Sulu or
I've
some
had a
shit.
lot to drink today. Yeah.
Vacation.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Sulu was real Cajun.
Wow.
Real Asian.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish I was more Asian, so I was better at math. Just saying.
Wow.
My peoples are not the good at math Asians.
Oh, you're.
We count spam cans.
That's a delicacy from where you're from.
How much spam did you eat today?
That's a delicacy where you're from.
Not enough.
Listen, how many different ways can you cook spam?
So every way. Fucking Christ. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, let's talk about this. What's like a normal way of making spam for your people?
Slicing it, frying it, and then eating it with everything.
Okay.
Rice, vegetables, breakfast, dinner, lunch.
Do you cube it up and mix it in, or you just
do
eat
that
it
too.
as
you can
like
cube
sliced?
it up and mix it in with stews and all that other shit too. They're real into that.
Oh yeah.
I don't do a lot of that. I'm a basic bitch. I just slice it, fry it, and eat it with white rice.
Oh, you don't even put it on a piece of bread?
No.
With some cheese or something? No.
I don't consider it to be a real meat, so it definitely doesn't go on a sandwich meat. That's weird. I got rules against that.
I eat it, but I don't consider it to be a real meat.
Yeah.
Why not?
Dude, that shit's looks like somebody put it through a grinder, then dipped it in grease, then sent it to you.
Dude.
Like, spam is the equivalent of how they pack old SKSs.
I don't know what that means.
And like in oil in a can for you to open 20 years from now. That's not a thing. Remember, this goes back to the ramen stuff, and I'm not buying a 30-cent pack of ramen and putting a steak in it. You know, that shit's weird.
So you would never eat at a ramen restaurant?
Yeah, but that's like the real ramen. We talked about this. Not that fucking fake 20-cent shit you get from the grocery store.
Oh.
That we were crushing up and shaking and eating like crackers.
Ninja chips.
Ninja chips. That's
Ninja
right. You
chips.
had a good name for them. I didn't have a name for them.
Right.
We just
dust them up with a powder.
Right.
And then you got to drink 5 gallons of water.
Gallons of water so you don't get fucking kidney stones and fucking kidney shuts down from all the salt.
So your intestines don't shut down from all that roughage.
Yeah. Yeah. Spam is good though. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, come on.
You seem like you're a big fan of spam.
I've eaten it.
But you're a fan.
Dude, like you can go to a 4-star restaurant in Hawaii and get spam.
That
is 100% correct.
The world
100% correct. You can pay
vexes me.
$35 for a spam plate in Hawaii.
You know all I think about is peanut butter cups. Peanut butter cups. You want some peanut butter cups with your spam?
What?
You seen that? 50 First Dates, Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore. She's got like this big Hawaiian guy fucking cooking for her. Adam Sandler does, and every time he comes in, he's like, "You want some peanut butter cups with your spam?" And you're just like, "What the fuck?"
Why would eat
the whole question?
Who would eat peanut butter cups with spam?
I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody out there.
No way,
bro.
No way.
It's okay. It's the same thing we've talked about with the English.
Oh, I guess it would be like
we eat pancakes in the morning for breakfast, and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
I guess you could wrap spam in bake, or you could wrap spam around a peanut butter cup like bacon wrapped around something. Bacon and chocolate. People eat bacon and chocolate all the time.
Bro. Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna have a kitchen day. We're gonna have a kitchen day, and we're gonna do experiments in the kitchen, and we're gonna cook things and see if they come out okay.
I've been meaning to look up a bunch of recipes. I need to.
No, you haven't.
Yes.
Why are you bullshitting people?
Because I was watching Hannibal again, and he was mentioning a bunch of shit, and I was like, man, I want to try this food for real. Minus the people.
It won't taste the same.
No, yeah, well, you know, I'm not going for his world, so to speak. So, but there are some real dishes in there that seem pretty good.
Well, Dahmer didn't do any special cooking with his people.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that new Dahmer shows
kind of lazy. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
The new one's out?
Oh.
Is it good?
It did.
Is it bad?
No, it's not
graphic?
bad. No, it's so. The guy that plays Dahmer is from the American Horror Story. He's that kid that's like in all the.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I heard about it though.
I think he was also in Lord of the Rings or some other shit. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Somebody told us to go watch that.
He plays a good fucking serial killer in that fucking movie.
What's the new show called again? Somebody told us about this that wrote in, and I forgot.
Dahmer.
It's just called Dahmer?
I think that's what it's called. It's called Dahmer, but it's on Netflix, and you don't have that.
Yeah, okay. Well, so much for that. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Need more recipes, though, but not with Spam.
Not with Spam.
I
not
just
with
don't
people.
feel like there's a lot. Yeah, no, none of that shit. I don't feel like there's a lot you could do with Spam. I know you just said that there is. And
I bet you could put it in a
could.
smoothie.
What the fuck? Oh, man. You remember the old days where we'd mix weird shit in with smoothies? Like, no? You never,
I'm
you
not
never
part
done
of that crowd.
You never done a protein shake with a can of tuna, some raw eggs, and you just blender it up so you don't have to chew it?
No, never done that.
Oh. All right, never mind. Never mind about that.
I would eat my protein. I wouldn't drink my protein.
Yeah, every gym rat goes through the whole, like, you know, trying to get the
how can I get 9,000
right without having
proteins
to chew without having to chew?
Right.
That's the whole thing, man. It gets old eating 6 meals a day. I don't like that technique. I get it. It kind of works. It's not my thing.
Dude, that guy, the strongest man in the world, who was in Game of Thrones, who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the Mountain. Yeah.
That dude eats literally all day.
Right.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's like
he's got so much muscle mass and he's so big.
It's a never-ending process.
Yeah, it's
like they showed him. He had like a gallon bag full of like greens and other stuff, and he was on a plane. And he was just pulling like lettuce out of the bag, just eating it on the plane. And
yeah, guys like that have, like Phelps. He used to have a crazy 48,000 calories a day type fucking thing. And I mean, I get it. The dude's working out 10 hours a day. I mean, that's crazy.
I don't have
because it's just reps on reps on reps on reps.
I don't need to do 4,000 curls.
That's what they do.
I don't need to do that.
You ever seen that Bulgarian Olympic lifter? Fucking another.
What's her name?
Yeah. I don't know his name. I can't remember, but same thing. 50,000 calories a day. You're just like, holy shit, dude.
Like you eat as much as a bear.
Right.
Right. You consume as much as a bear.
Right.
Right. And that's nutty.
Right.
Is there I mean, I guess for some people there's a point.
How
do you earn a living when you work out 10 hours a day?
You become the Mountain, I guess. You go hack people up with a sword on Game of Thrones.
You got to get sponsored.
The Rock did it.
You got to get sponsored somehow.
You know, they are. Dude, normal humans couldn't afford a 50,000 calorie day diet.
Fuck no.
You know how much food that would be?
Dude.
I mean, you know, a whole house full of people's barely going to eat that in a day. Could you imagine one person?
You got to remember what goes in comes out too.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started. If you fuck up any of the fiber consumption on that whole thing, you're shitting bricks. You're just shitting tar. Everybody who's done the chicken, broccoli, white rice diet, anybody who's done any of the 10 cookie cutter bodybuilding diets knows you fuck that equation up, you're shitting boulders. That's we could talk some shit about that.
You are jacked up.
We could just keep like I could go on and on about that.
Let's not.
Every fucking crazy bodybuilding diet there is, it's not good. We've talked about ketosis before.
Yeah.
You're not a big fan of that, huh?
No. That's called liver failure. Kidney failure.
Okay, so there is truth to that, but do you also believe that there's different people that can handle different things when it comes to that? Because you have to admit that you've met those anomaly people who they're dudes who can survive on donuts and they still get ripped. They're few and far in between, but I'd
like to meet one of those people.
Bro, it just depends on your lifestyle.
And your metabolism.
Right.
And your genetics.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So there's people that live in ketosis that do fine, that don't have problems. I get headaches from the brain lacking in the glycogen from fucking carbs. Like, I can't do it. After a day or so, my head starts to hurt really bad, and it's just a mess. So I don't know, but people do it.
Wild. All right, so I'm gonna shift gears.
Okay.
It's almost that season.
No more talk. Which one?
It's almost that
Halloween.
That Halloween season.
Ooh. starting with the Halloween episodes right now.
Right now.
Just
right now.
start getting on it. All right.
At least I'm not talking about Xmas, right? Or the other holiday. Right.
Right.
So here's an interesting fact. Do you remember that tsunami that hit Japan?
Yeah. Which one?
No,
I'm joking.
the big one. They hit Fukushima
Okay.
and all that other stuff, right?
All right.
You know how many people died in it?
15,000.
15,000
Right.
souls were lost, right?
Right.
And since then, those areas that were affected have been inundated with what people are calling, and let me see if I can get this right. I don't want to mess this up. They're calling them tsunami spirits.
Okay.
Like people are seeing spirits all over these places that were affected. There's all kinds of crazy stories about people showing up to people's homes and knocking on the door in the middle of the night, and they open up the door and these people are soaking wet.
What?
And it hasn't been raining outside. Like all
Really?
kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah. They've done documentaries on it. Like it's that
When was that storm?
that
What
earthquake
year?
that was 2011.
2011.
Yep.
Well, they believe that culture believes in that a lot.
Oh, for sure.
They have just so much of the demon spirits, reincarnation, people
Look,
taking different shapes, right?
There's
Like-
stories of people. I know this to be true that in Japan, as people approach graveyards, right, if they're on foot, they'll run past the graveyard as quickly as possible, or
Right.
in their car, they'll drive past the graveyard as quickly as
Right.
possible.
It's like the old hold your breath.
Right, because what they're worried about is that they'll take a spirit home with them. Like a spirit will attach themselves to them and follow them home.
Yeah,
And they don't want a spirit in their house.
they have a lot of interesting beliefs.
I mean, look at their horror stories, right? Like The Ring
Yeah,
and The Grudge.
I
There are
don't
a couple.
watch that
There,
stuff. You know,
there's a couple.
I've
of,
never seen any of that.
Dude,
shit.
there are some of those Japanese horror films are scary as fuck.
Yeah,
You know, The Ring made it big here in the States, but if you watch the original or you watch some of the other original Japanese horror films, like you want to get scared, watch a Japanese horror film. That'll scare the shit out of you.
right. And they're real into that.
Oh,
What's interesting is that it goes both ways for them too, because like in the tattoos, how it's marked up for the invasion of Japan and how the spirit saved them in that point.
right.
But
the
now-
divine wind. Yeah.
Right. But now it's got the other ones that are not good. So they have just as much equally on the left and right as far as good and bad goes,
Oh, for sure.
I think.
Oh,
I feel.
for sure.
I feel like there's like you can't learn all of that in one shot. It's just one story after another after another.
Yeah, but the tsunami
Um,
spirits, man, that's like super. It's a well-known fact. You can Google it.
So would you go hunting for some tsunami spirits?
I want nothing to do with that. That's like the suicide forest. in Japan
Right.
is haunted as shit.
Right.
There's
Well,
all kinds of crazy things.
it's got
that
some
happen
bad
there.
mojo.
Oh, it's got a lot of bad mojo.
You're not taking anybody's boots from there.
Look,
I wouldn't want that.
if you're ever there and you find some articles of clothing or whatnot in
No,
there,
leave it there.
leave that shit where it is.
Yeah, don't fuck with that.
Don't.
It's got to be
fucking-
bad luck somehow, one way or the other.
Yeah, don't fuck with none of that stuff.
And they believe in the going back to like sword making in the old days. They believe the soul of the creator went into the sword. You know, they believe in all of that stuff.
Like you can view
Like
the
fragmented swords, fragmented souls being divided, and with all those storms, I could just imagine the crazy shit,
Oh yeah.
that goes on there. How do you think that's why they are such big inhibitors of like other cultures too? I mean, everybody does that, but they happen to do that a lot.
What's that?
Do you think that's why they have so much, like it's such a melting pot over there, right?
No,
Like,
it's
am I-
not.
It's not.
The
But
Japanese
their
are-
young cultures are known for taking subcultures from other places and integrating it in, right?
yeah. They'll do that, but
Oh,
they're
okay, yeah.
very much a homogeneous society. Like,
Well, do you think that the younger generations do that to get away from all of the whole spirit and this and that and the other?
no, I think what's going on is, you have a society that's so completely structured and almost repressive
Right.
that they do things to break out of that, to
Right.
not have that pressure
not
all
have-
the time,
right.
right?
So
Like
you're not being
You ever heard
confined
of
by this.
Harajuku girls, right? Gwen Stefani's Harajuku Girls.
Okay.
There's a place in Tokyo, outside of Tokyo, called Harajuku, right? And on Sundays, like, it's become acceptable that people will go to Harajuku on Sundays and they parade up and down the street wearing all the craziest costumes and whatnot. And it's like acceptable on that particular day,
right,
for people to not dress like normal people.
So they have a system for it.
Yeah.
They have a system for everything too.
Kind of. Yeah.
Right.
So, and that's where like all the craziest fashions come from. It comes from Harajuku. All the weirdest things come out of Harajuku, but in particular on Sundays. Like, remember we were watching those videos where those dudes were dressed like 50s greasers.
Yep.
And they were dancing, right?
Yep.
And
I've watched a ton of those.
Yeah,
those guys can always get crazy pumps.
Right.
Crazy pumps.
That kind of happens in the same area, like that Harajuku space, right?
That whole area of just different people and different stuff going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is super crazy, right? So I think for them embracing those outside cultures, it's
to relieve pressure.
It's to relieve pressure, but it's also them like their form of acceptable rebellion.
Right.
Yeah. And they'll push it to a certain envelope, but then they always respect
right
the traditions and the honors until recently. You know what I'm saying? If that's starting to change now, that's unfortunate.
A lot of generations coming away from it, so to speak.
Right.
The world has gotten smaller. I'm using air quotes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what a lot of that is. It's interesting though.
Okay.
I think it's super interesting, all of that.
So
they have a lot of lore.
Yes, they do.
There's a lot.
So along with this Halloween themed,
okay,
which state do you think has the most haunted houses?
Which state?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me think for a minute. You have the answer, I'm assuming.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to go with... Fuck. I want to say it's one of those weird eastern states. Maine?
Nope.
No. Pennsylvania?
Nope.
What is it?
It's tied.
Tied?
2 years in a row.
Okay.
California.
That wouldn't have seen that coming, but okay.
And Ohio.
Get the fuck out of here.
129.
What?
129 haunted houses.
Oh, are we talking about official haunted houses?
Yes, official haunted houses. Like going to a haunted house.
I thought we were talking about
You're
like
talking
how many
about
houses are made. I'm like, damn, how are they taking census for this? It's crazy. Hey, did you do a haunted house this year? Could you let us know? Like,
right.
I'm not letting you know about that.
Official haunted houses.
Oh, okay.
Like attraction haunted houses.
Yes, then California seems more legit now. But I was going to say for haunted houses in general, didn't seem like they'd have that many people.
That was 2019.
Okay.
2021. Ohio and California. California had 122. Ohio had 116.
Huh. You ever go to haunted houses?
I've been to a couple.
They fun?
Yeah. They're all right.
I've never been to one.
But if you're talking about ghost sightings and hauntings.
No, I'm not.
Texas has got some of the highest ghost sightings.
What?
It's California, Texas, Michigan, and Ohio top the charts.
What?
Yep.
That doesn't even make sense.
Reported ghost sightings.
Who are they reporting to? The police?
Yeah, they're calling the cops. Like,
excuse me, copper, I seen a ghost.
Right.
I'm going to need you to come out and handle it.
Look, we just watched that video of that dude who worked in a mausoleum, bro.
Right. Fuck that.
That was creepy as shit.
No, I'm good. I would have been out. I would have been out the first time. If you can't solve these problems,
look, you're not trying to be fucking Scooby Doo.
I was just gonna say it. I ain't no fucking Scooby Doo. The fuck out of here,
dude. That dude went in the mausoleum, and that little girl was like, "I can see you, but you can't see me."
Fuck that.
You're out. You're done.
No.
Fuck that noise.
And oh boy, you know he just had a flashlight.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
He wasn't an armed security guard
no.
in a cemetery.
He's just right.
Right.
You're not fighting a lot of grave robbers these days. So, no. I told you at that place I was at, I was chasing that dude running up and down them stairs for months till somebody was like, "It's a ghost." I'm like, "Oh fuck." We'll never go back up in that place again.
Right.
You know how we'll know the
Dude,
building's
that
on
dude-
fire? Because the smoke will be coming outside.
Right. That dude went into that church in the cemetery because the lights were flickering.
Yeah.
He's like, man, somebody reported this flickering light. He's like, I don't see anybody in
Speaking
here.
of which, who the fuck's reporting a light flickering on the cemetery?
I don't know, but he walked in there and the camera pans around. All you see is the empty pews and the light flicking on and off.
That bitch yelling at him.
Get out! Dude, you don't gotta tell me twice.
No.
See ya.
I wouldn't have been chilling in there.
No.
We talked about this in previous episodes. Cemeteries are not a place to hang out. If you're hanging out in a cemetery and you're not there for a specific reason that's not yoga, you're in the wrong fucking place.
Right. Dude, that was freaky as shit.
No, I'm good.
I'm out.
I'm good. I'm not messing with that. There's a new newer, I don't know if it's new or not. I just say that all the time because I just found it. That doesn't mean it's new, but those guys who did the Shaun of the Dead, you a fan of those guys?
Shaun of the Dead, yeah.
They've got a show called Truth Seekers where they run around chasing ghosts.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's not a real show, it's a comedy show.
Oh, it's a comedy?
But it's about him being a dude who's all obsessed with the ghost, and
What
he's
channel's
got
that
an
on?
EKG reader and all this other shit. I don't know, Hulu or Amazon, one of the two.
All right.
Yeah.
If
No.
Ghostbusters were real
If I got a proton pack, bro, if you give me a pack
and a ghost trap?
to shoot a ghost with a trap, I'm down. But when you willingly are like, hey, go fight this, and you have no tools, I'm good. I think that's one of, listen, that is one of the tells of a good fucking smart fighter. You don't just pick fights you're going to get swamped on. Who's doing that? I get having some balls. I'll fucking fight a fight if there's a chance, even if it's the smallest chance in the world. But if you're like, there's no chance, I'm like, why the fuck are we going then? Why are we going? Get a tank of gasoline and some matches. There's no reason to head this on.
Let's just burn this thing to the ground.
Yeah, I don't need ghosts. But if you had a proton pack, I almost said protein pack.
Yeah, because
if I had a protein pack,
you were thinking about that.
Still thinking about chicken and
smoothie.
rocks.
No, you were thinking about that smoothie with tuna
yes,
in it.
Tabasco. Bro, you know, eating tuna 6 times a day, you don't want to chew that shit anymore. Just drink it.
Dude, I've never even thought that. I've never even remotely
Drink
come close.
it.
No way. No
All right.
fucking way.
Well, anyways, if you had a protein pack, God damn it. If you had a proton pack and a ghost trap, would you go in after it?
I guess the question is, what
are they
gives
doing?
No, what gives me the authority to take away a ghost's life?
Oh. Oh my. That's
Right?
a good question. So are we just turning Ghostbusters into the Gestapo?
I mean, what
Is that what's happening right now?
What you
Hey, was that your grandma? Fuck your grandma. Don't cross the streams. That's it.
What the fuck?
That's
right?
all I'm saying.
What if these these ghosts don't have a right to be there? Why are all ghosts menacing? Why are like all ghosts bad? That's what all these TV shows like.
It's a half and half.
Dude, all these shows make these ghosts out to be bad shits,
It does. Either bad or they're really sad and can't figure their business out.
right? Well,
It's always one of the two.
look.
You know what a great movie with ghosts in it for Halloween?
Ghost?
Frighteners. Yeah, Ghost. Oh, brother.
With Patrick Swayze.
If you ask me to go to a pottery class later, I'm not going. Just so we're clear.
With
We're not
Unchained
building-
Melody playing in
we're
the
not
background.
building pots together. So, no.
You know who was a good character?
Who?
Is that ghost that was on the train
For which movie?
in the movie Ghost? The crazy guy that was on
Dude,
the train?
I haven't seen Ghost in 30 years. I literally only remember the penny scene and the fucking
The pottery scene.
yeah. And those are from the commercial, so that's not even a real. That's not even
No, there
reputable.
was a crazy dude who was on the train. He's like, "Get off my train!"
Really?
Yeah, and he was another ghost.
Oh, was he yelling at Swayze?
Yeah, he was a ghost.
Spoiler alert.
But
Swayze's a ghost if you haven't fucking figured it out and haven't seen the movie since it dropped 40 years ago. Not trying to fuck with any of you, but just fucking saying it's a spoiler alert. We've given away the movie.
it's a little late for that.
If you're a movie fan at all and are aware, they would redo it later in a non-love story where a man hung out with a young boy called Sixth Sense. And spoiler alert, Same fucking thing,
That was a good movie.
just with a kid.
That was a good movie.
Are you saying Ghost was not? Is that what's just happened here?
Ghost is like it was like the original Notebook.
Oh. I don't remember Notebook watching. Is the Notebook the one where the dude writes in a notebook and leaves it somewhere and a bitch finds it in the future or some shit?
Yes.
So that is what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a love
Not
story.
to be confused with You've Got Mail, which I confuse the two constantly. I'm like, what's happening? And I haven't seen the Notebook, but I've seen so many fucking memes that I've got this distorted
So now we're
storyline
gonna have to ask Mega Beast about
in my-
Notebook.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. That seems boring.
I'm gonna
as
encourage
fuck.
her to make you watch that movie.
That seems so boring.
I'm probably sure there are probably a lot of female listeners right now
Or
Who-
pissed.
who are pissed at you because that's
Me?
like yeah,
That's
'cause-
you. You said Ghost was a bad movie. You shit
No,
on
I
Swayze.
said Ghost was the original.
They're mad at
I
you.
said Ghost was the original. Notebook.
Fucking with dairy. What's wrong with you? Oh man, that's a good one. Wait, okay.
Weren't they remaking Roadhouse, or did they just remake?
They did. I think they either did right now or they're going to. They haven't done it yet.
Okay,
My guy died, and now they're fucking.
remaking all his movies,
Remaking his-
dude. Well, they remade the one movie and it was terrible.
Which one?
With the Wolverines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that new one.
You like the new one?
Not in the sense of like it was good or it was anything different. It was exactly what a remake is. It's a remake. You can't expect anything of it. Nothing comes out of it. You're just like,
It wasn't as good.
Okay.
I didn't think they did as good a job as telling the story as the original.
probably not.
The original was.
I like I can't 100% remember about the new one, but did they get the drop on those fucking Special Forces guys, or did the Special Forces guys get the drop on them? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But I thought it was interesting, right? Like, here's a bunch of kids in their fucking North Face jackets, and they get the drop on some Spec Ops teams that drops into, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not saying the other side can't win sometimes. I'm just saying it's a interesting thing to see. Like, hey, we got ran over by a bunch of Russians, but hey, we got our own team. We got them on lockdown. Like, what the fuck? You guys went from being high school kids to within 8 months being professional guerrilla warfare fighters. Which,
When there's a will, there's a way.
right? And I get it. That's the whole story.
When there's a will, there's a
Wolverines
way.
are the best.
Wolverines!
Wolverines, right?
Yeah. So you haven't been to a haunted house then?
Nah, never. I walked through one. Like
So if the youngins were like,
7
Dad, we want you to go to
Halloweens ago.
whatever the haunted house is.
I don't know, man.
Would you go?
I don't know. I don't care.
Or would you be like, fuck
You know
this?
what it is? It's just gonna be jump scares. Like
That's-
dudes
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to jump out of fucking closets and whatever.
Right.
And I remember thinking about this. I know this is so stupid to think about, but the only thing I ever think about in haunted houses is Sarah Michelle Gellar from the 90s. Excuse me, when she played Buffy.
And she went into a haunted house and there were vampires in it.
And she karate chopped one on accident. And she was like, I'm sorry, I was on set all day. Karate chopping
Oh, I didn't know. I
other
thought you were talking about it was in the show. The haunted house was full
no.
of vampires.
No. In real life, she went to one and fucking duked some dude and was just like, sorry, I've been on set all day and I got carried away. You got me excited. And I'm just like, oh. Like, I'd like to see somebody else punch somebody in the haunted house.
That doesn't go well.
scared.
That doesn't go
I'm
well.
sure.
That does not
I'd
go
be
well.
fucking pissed if I was that guy.
Oh, yeah.
But on
I
the other
think they
hand,
get yoked out. I think it happens probably more often than people want to
oh,
admit.
right. Because you're scaring the fuck out of people and people are going to jump.
What about the haunted houses where you got to sign waivers before you go in
Nah,
there?
fuck that.
Have you
dude.
seen those?
No. Are they
There's
trying to give you a seizure and shit
like
with some
there's
strobes?
some, I don't know. There's
No,
like
I'm
some
good.
super extreme ones where they
No.
do really extreme
And
things.
it's like
and you got-
gory. Is it gory?
They
I'm
put
good.
you in confined spaces and
I'm
all kinds
good.
of other crazy shit, and they make you sign waivers. Would you do that? Hey,
Mm.
if you're a listener and you listen to the podcast and you would do one of those haunted houses, or you've been to one, write us and tell us about your experience in that haunted house where you had to sign a waiver.
And let us know if you want to go to one with us. We might go
You might go.
with you. What? I thought you'd go.
I'm not going
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
because I'd be getting kicked
was-
out for
I
karate
was-
chopping something, dude.
I was trying to send Joe Skelly, and that was my plan anyways.
No,
there you go, Joe Skelly.
I'm not doing that.
Go
Yeah,
ahead and head in there.
Don't offer me up. Don't offer me up as the bait.
I saw Rob Zombie's haunted house once.
Rob Zombie had a haunted house?
Well, no, he had a set on the Universal Studios thing when he was doing House of a Thousand Corpses or whatever. I saw that haunted house. That was cool.
Was it supposed to be scary?
No, it was a tour,
Oh.
like a tour of the set.
Oh,
Right. So I looked
understanding.
at that. I was like, oh, that's cool in the daylight. That's as close as I've ever gotten to one. I hear about them all the time. You know what I do hear about that I do want to hit? They have those zombie haunted houses where you can shoot zombies with paint guns, paint markers. I like that one. Have you heard about those?
No.
Oh, yeah, they have it's a full-blown scenario-based zombies come into the room, they're infiltrating into a building, and you're fighting them off with M4s and paint rounds. Right.
Would you ever work in one of those places?
Fuck no. Let people shoot at me? No. So some asshole can be like, I'll put a penny in the barrel. Old school, right? I've got a fucking roll of nickels down this shotgun barrel. I'm good. Nah, dude. You're not pointing shit at me. I'm good on that. Let
Dude,
enough
like,
guns
You
pointed
come
at
home
me,
and, dude, and your whole body's just riddled with welts
Oh,
every day.
Right.
Dude, that can't be good for your body.
Hey, and how are the zombies, like, you see the photos and they're not wearing safety goggles, but they have to wear something while they're in. So how's that work?
I don't get
Because
it.
I'm just fighting a barrage of zombies wearing safety goggles?
You blast them all in the face,
Right.
dude. I'd be mad as hell.
Right. But it's I'm not saying it's super big right now, but it was big for like 5 minutes. They had commercials everywhere for it. Come down and survive the zombie apocalypse with your friends, be armed and blah, blah, blah,
I bet they charge
blah.
a fortune.
Oh, dude, the rounds got to cost a ton, especially if you're really zoning down hordes of them.
Right.
Right.
You could.
I'm going to need
you could-
600 rounds. Could you imagine us going in there too? I'd be like, I'm going to need that chest rig that holds 12 mags. That's all I need. 12 mags. There'll be no dinner break. I don't need hydration. 12 mags plus another 6 on my belt. Like,
Right.
what's happening here?
Y'all are gonna be wore out by the time I'm done. I'm paying for this.
Right.
I don't mind the cost.
Right. You're getting fucked up. Give me some mags. I'm gonna need that rail gun too. That predator gun. Fucking all the
Listen,
way through.
If you've worked in a haunted house or one of these attractions, email us.
Right.
We want to know about it, what it's like to be on the
I'm
inside
starting
of
to
one of
think
these
people
jobs.
don't like email. I'm starting to think we should just give your number out, Joe Skelly.
No.
Let him text you.
No.
If you want to text Joe Skelly,
So you could text Tyler, I don't know, at.
You could if the phone was ever working and on.
It wouldn't matter because that fucker doesn't look at it or answer it ever. Let me tell you.
Shh, don't tell them.
No. One of the
Now they're
banes of
gonna
my
know.
existence is trying to get a hold of my fucking partner on this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you better have 72 hours. You better have 72 hours to
You
get a hold
gotta
of this
send
guy.
72-hour pretext.
You do.
Fuck.
You absolutely need to send 72-hour
Ah.
pretext.
I'm trying to undo all of the programming they've got where they make me look at my phone, Joe Skelly.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
But
But the problem is I'm only good at one or the other. I'm not good at
it's
mediums.
either on or it's off.
Right.
and
So
there's
it's
no
either I
in-between.
know where it is all the time.
Listen.
or
Tyler,
you're
I don't
never
know,
gonna
will
get a hold
text
of
me. And I will call him back 3 minutes later.
30,
Literally
97 seconds
30,
later.
97 seconds later, and the fucker won't answer the phone. Do you know how infuriating that is?
Yes.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
You need to get a hold of Tyler. You
So
need
we
3
should give
days.
out my number
You
then
need-
so
right,
they
right,
can text it.
Right, yeah, you need 3
Okay,
days.
this is fucked up.
You need 72 hours to get a hold of his ass.
That's because I'm trying to get ready for the haunted house. Oh, back to the ghost movie though. Frighteners. You remember that one?
Yeah,
Michael
Mike.
J. Fox. He runs around in this house that's like half built and sees ghosts, and they just walk around talking to him the whole time.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out again.
Yeah, that's a movie you'd like.
Is it good?
It is. It's a wonderful comedy.
Okay.
It's a fucking. That's what it is. It's not like a great.
It's not a horror.
It's not
film.
a mind breaking movie. No, it's literally a comedy,
All right,
like a
it's-
dirty ghost comedy.
Okay.
So that's a good one.
All right.
Frighteners, Michael J. Fox. We're gonna do the Halloween boot all day today.
So, oh yeah. So here's my thing. Are ghosts only in specific places, or are they just
Nah.
everywhere?
Nah, I think anywhere they want.
So they're everywhere.
Right. Because the connection is the biggest one ever is what? Unfinished business. That's the biggest thing they say about ghosts. Oh, ghosts here for a reason. Whatever, man. Well, you're not going to be here for a reason if you lived in Ohio and now you're chilling in Texas as a ghost, right?
That don't even make sense.
Right.
That don't even make sense.
So it would be wherever they were connected to.
Oh, so it's locality based.
Right. So
Okay.
so if you grew up on the
So let's say you were from Ohio and you died in Texas. Would you stay in Texas or would you go back to Ohio?
That's what I mean. So you have a reason you could if you wanted to.
Maybe you stay where things ended.
Right.
In that general region.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like if that's the only way. I meant, but if you've never left Ohio, you're not going to become a ghost and sit in Texas or something,
right.
you know?
Right.
Right. We're going to need some way to
like if that's the case, at the top of Mount Everest, is that bitch haunted like is that haunted like a motherfucker?
You know they got trash up there.
There's tons of trash up there.
If you don't know and you've never looked at the pictures, go look at what the horrible humans have done to the top of Mount Everest.
It's terrible.
Maybe you can tell me, Joe Skelly.
They just kicked Green Boots off the side of that mountain not that long ago.
What's a green boot?
You don't know about Mr. Green Boots?
No.
There's a climber that died up there, froze to death, and he was wearing green boots.
Okay.
And like you knew where you were on your trip up the mountain.
Oh, because his boots were there?
Yeah. No, he was still there.
Oh, he was just chilling?
Because listen, if somebody dies up there, they don't take him off the mountain.
Right.
Because the effort that it would take to get you off the mountain will kill the person getting that body off the mountain.
Okay.
It's too much effort.
So maybe you can explain this so I can understand it. The old Tyler, I don't know. Why, if that place has been done so many times, at this point, current status, what's the point?
Because people want to do it.
Straight up. It's
Straight
just
up.
fucking, I feel like doing it.
Yep.
So is that mountain?
Where before it was like, I mean, not to say that it doesn't take a massive feat for you to be able to do this.
How high is that one?
It's the highest mountain in the world. I forget the total footage now.
Okay, so that's what it is.
Yeah, it's the tallest mountain.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mount Everest is the tallest mountain.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering. I'm like, if all these people have successfully done this, what the fuck is the reason to continue doing it?
Oh, to say bragging rights.
That's it.
That's it.
Just bragging rights, and it's
bragging rights.
Well, it's the tallest one.
Right.
So you're still doing something that.
Dude, I've seen pictures where there were 300 people in queue waiting to reach the summit.
No way.
Oh yeah.
So you're talking just 300 people chilling at the top, waiting to hit the fucking peak.
Yep. Dude,
what the fuck?
But here's the problem, man. At the top, we're totally off the Halloween thing, but here at the top up there, right? There's a place they call the death zone. Like you have X amount of time in the death zone.
Oh, until something happens to you,
and you
like
got to
your body's
get out.
just shut down.
Yeah, like your body, you're not getting enough oxygen. You're burning too much energy. Like there's a reason they call it the death zone.
Oh.
When you enter, you have X amount of time to get the fuck out.
Oh.
Right? Right.
Ugh.
That's why when all those people die up there, they fucking leave them up there.
So you got to be in some like peak performance to fuck with this.
Oh, it's like you couldn't just show up there one day and be like, I'm going to climb this bitch.
Right. And take the stairs.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
So it's still real life shit, even though they've ruined it with trash.
Yes.
Why doesn't Daddy Elon stop fucking digging holes in the LAPD and maybe
in LAPD.
Oh, brother, in LA's sewers. I said in LAPD. I'm so tired. So in LA's sewers, why doesn't he stop doing that and maybe go up there and clean the trash off?
Well,
I know we're really sidetracked, but it's like Daddy Elon's the only one I could think of that could do this. Maybe Joe Rogan and Tyson. if they wanted to put their brains together, they could really fuck with it.
No, they would. You know what you would need. You would need some sort
choppers.
No, you can't get
choppers. The choppers.
It's too high.
No, not even those cool ones with the two propellers on the top that float standing there.
You can they can't. The air's too thin for them to get up that high.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
man, I should really learn about Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Other than it's trash.
It is trash, and they're making concerted efforts to bring stuff down.
Yeah.
But it's like the effort that it takes, like it will kill
people who want to go up there in IG. Why not just go up there and take 3 pieces down when you go up, bring some shit down, so and get some community shit going. Aren't these all vegan hippies doing this anyways?
No, because look, again, you have X amount of time to get off the fuck of the mountain before it fucking kills you, and any extra effort taking shit down with you could kill you.
Huh. That sounds like not so much fun.
My thing would be like,
how did we
why
get on
don't
the
you just
mountain talk?
throw it? I don't know. I said because I asked if the top of the mountain was haunted because of all the dead people up there.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, who cares? Well, I just wanted to make sure because I was confused and
that was the point.
I was a little bit drunk and forgot where we went on this.
Yeah, that was the point. Ghosts are attached to. We're saying ghosts are attached to the place.
You haven't been up there, have you?
To Mount Everest?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
No, I've never been to Mount Everest.
It just seems like something you'd have knocked out at some point in your previous life before we were friends.
Yeah.
So I had to ask.
Yeah, and I've never been.
Because, between fish tacos and swimming with sharks, I'm a little bit confused how a motherfucker could live on an island for so long, swim with the sharks, and then never have some sushi tacos.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, we're going to solve that. We should have solved that today. I forgot.
We should have.
Well, anyways, all that fuckery aside, watch Frighteners. Go to a haunted house.
It's the season. Hot apple cider.
It is. I say we just run this into the ground, and the next 3 episodes is just all about Halloween.
I love it.
I like it too.
I don't know.
30.
Hold on. Write us. Right, Bay's Basement. Check out the merchandise. Check out our new stickers. Check out my my playlist.
Yes.
Write us, talk to us, tell us what you think. Go on your platforms. Go on your platforms. Give us the thumbs up, like, subscribe, 5-star ratings, all that good shit. Help us beat the algorithm. Zuckerberg's trying to keep us down. That's all this is. That's all this is.
Between him and Rocket Penis, I don't know how we're gonna win. I don't know. Between those two guys, I don't know how we're gonna win.
I don't know how he didn't win the NASA contract with his giant dick rocket.
Right. Well, again, NASA doesn't really have rockets; they have golf clubs and fucking golf tees and just sitting. Bro, that's a conspiracy.
A bunch of dudes just sitting in that big ass building. NASA is the biggest
fucking conspiracy there is.
Guys just sitting around drinking coffee.
Have you ever been in there?
I've been to the one right down the street.
And what were they doing?
It's like a museum.
Exactly. They only show you what they've done, and I'm using the air quotes. They don't have any current projects. They're not like, let's get to Pluto or Jupiter or the sun. Nothing.
Why doesn't NASA come up with a ghost trap?
That's what I'm fucking saying. NASA does nothing. They collect a bunch of geniuses and they do nothing. It's a fucking circle jerk. I don't want to get killed. I am not suicidal. I don't want to get whacked by NASA. Just so we're putting this out there while we're putting that out there. We're going to put the other half out there.
I'm down.
NASA is... NASA. You know what NASA spells? Illuminati.
Oh.
I'm saying. But, I mean, again, I don't want to get off tangent.
Doesn't stand for Not Another Science Academy.
Oh, my God.
I mean, if we could come up with
you would have that stowed away and be able to use that.
I just pulled that out. I just made that up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like something you'd have been rolling around. You people and your acronyms and your abbreviations and your fucking code names for everything. How
about this? Where's the best place to find ghosts? Email the show. Let us know. Maybe I'll get Tyler to go with me to find ghosts.
30, 97 seconds. The fuck you will.